What's up people, Victor Brand here from Napster Films, and today guys I'm going to show you 30 shortcut keys that will help you edit your videos so fast inside Davinci Resolve. So we are already inside Davinci Resolve, and right away guys I'm going to zoom into the timeline so that I can show you what we are going to work with. So right away I'm going to go under the first effect. I'm going to use the up and down arrow keys, which actually the up and down arrow keys, these are the shortcut keys that you're going to use so that you can move end to end of your clip. So let's say we have this clip here, so I want to go to the last frame of the clip here, so I'm going to use my down key, and right away my playhead has just jumped to the end of the clip. So if I want to go back, I'm going to use the up key, so the up arrow, and I'm going to press the down arrow again to show you. So I'm using the up and down, up and down, up and down. So you can use this to go from one clip end to another. So this is, instead of just selecting here, you can just use your arrow key to go back, or just use your, that is how you do it. And the next tip I'm going to show you is if I want to see the clip that I have here in a full screen, so I'm going to press P on my keyboard, and right away you have your full screen. So I'm going to press P again to come out of the projection mode. So I don't know, let me just say it's a full screen. So I'm going to press the P for full screen, P again for deselecting that. So I'm going to go to the next, number 3. We have Control B. So let's say we have this clip here and I want to make a cut here. So making a cut, I can go here and select the blade tool, but I'm going to show you another way where you can make a cut where the playhead is. So I'm going to hold Control and B for boy, and right away you see we have already made our cut in here. So I'm going to zoom in here so that you can see. So I can just move the playhead again, select the key, the clip, and right away that is how you use Control B, and I'm going to do that. So right away we have another one. Let me just go at number 4. we have, and this one we have Alt plus Y. So I'm going to hold Alt and Y to select all the clips that are in to select all the clips that are on the timeline. So right away guys, you can see all the clips are selected, and I can just move these around, like you see. So if I want to deselect that, I'm going to click away like so. But if I want to select them again, I'm just going to do Alt Y, and right away we have our clip selected, all our clips. These are the clips after the playhead. So to make this a little bit understandable, I'm going to select these clips from here, and I'm going to press Alt Y. So you see all the clips that are after the playhead are selected, and these others are deselected. So, and I'm going to jump to number 5. I'm going to show you how you duplicate your videos. So let's zoom in here like so. So what if I want to duplicate this clip here? I'm going to hold Alt, and I'm going to drag this on top like so. So you see we have 2 clips here. I've already duplicated my clip, and you can see by the number we have 5812 and we have 5812 also. So that is how you duplicate your clips. And right, you're going to go ahead and going to go to number 6. And number 6, you're going to do the Control Z. So let me just say, let me just do this really quick. I'm going to select the clip and drag. So what if I don't want to see this effect, and I want to go back to the clip that to the settings, or to the way my timeline was? So I'm going to do the Control Z. So right away I'm holding Control plus Z or Z. So, and right away I've just undone all the changes. So that is number 6. Number 7, I'm going to say, what if I want to redo what the changes that I had done previously? So what if you want to redo that? I'm going to hold Control Shift and Z. So I'm going to hold Control Shift and Z. So right away you see we have our changes. Once again we have redone the change. So Control Z and Control Shift Z to redo. So at number 7 we are going to, at number 8, sorry, I'm going to add right away, guys. We're going to add the cinematic black bar. So we're going to go under Effects, and I'm going to go under Generators, and I'm going to select the solid color. So right away I'm going to add a solid color here, and I'm going to take it to the end of the clip like so. I'm going to close the effects library there. So right away I want, you can see, you can't see anything, so I want to duplicate this. I'm going to select it, Alt, and so that we have two, like so, Alt and dragging. So we've already used the, so right away I'm going to crop this. I'm going to go under cropping. I'm going to go to crop bottom. So let me just select this, and I'm going to deselect this. So right away I'm going to crop this like so to a level that you desire, you guys. So I'm going to uncheck this, and I'm going to select this, and I'm going to crop this one, crop top, like so. And that is how you make the cinematic black bars so fast, by adding a solid color. And right away I'm going to remove this. Just delete this, sorry. I'm going to backspace. So at number 9, I'm going to show you how you copy your timeline. If I wanted to copy all this timeline into another timeline, so I'm going to go to the end of the clip, at the beginning of the clip, like so, Alt Y to select everything, and then I'm going to hold Control C to copy, and then I'm going to go under the Home tab, start a new project, save the previous one, rename your project, let's just like so. And right away, guys, I'm going to go under this here. I'm going to add just a clip so that I can have another clip in here, because this cannot work without having another clip. I don't know why, but I'm also looking into the matter, so that you can have the timeline selected. And right away I'm going to deselect this, and I'm going to Control V to paste. So, and right away, boom, you have your timeline. You've just removed your clips from the other timeline to this timeline. So right away, guys, you can see we under on top here, we can see we are on another project, but whatever clip that we had, all the clips that we had selected in the previous timeline, we have just brought them to this timeline. That is how you do it, guys, at number 9. And at number 10, right away I'm going to just deselect this. I'm going to right away go back to the don't save. I'm going to go back to the previous timeline that I was using before, because I don't want to confuse you guys. So right away we come at number 10. At number 10, you see this selection tool, which is actually is here. So what if you are on the blade tool and you just want to go back to this and you don't want to use your mouse? You can just press A for arrow or selection mode. So under this, what you call it, the selection mode, so you can just press A. If you are on the blade tool and you just select A, you just go back to to your arrow mode. So that is how you do it at number 10. And at number 11, if you want to go to the blade tool, which actually is this, and if you don't want to use the mouse, you just want to use the keyboard, you can just click B, and right away, boom, we are inside the blade tool. So you can make a cut here, you can make a cut here, and so if you want to go back just to the arrow tool, just hit A, and that is it. A and B, A and B, A for arrow, B for blade, and that's it at number 11. And at number 12, we are going to go at Control X, which actually this is a very good tool. If you want to edit your videos so fast, you can use Control X. Now let's just hit Control X. Control X, what it really does is just deletes the clips and it just leaves your timeline as it is. So let's just hit Control X to deselect this clip here, which actually, let me just Control Z to undo the changes. Let me just close the inspector for a minute. So right away, guys, you can see we have selected this clip here. This is the clip that we want to remove from the timeline. So I'm going to hit Control X, or what I can just do, I can just backspace. So if I hit backspace, it's the same thing as doing Control X. So backspace or Control X just deletes the clip that we don't want in our timeline. It just leaves our timeline as it is. And there is the difference between this Control X or the backspace kind of deleting. It doesn't mess up with your timeline. So let's just hit delete for a minute. If you hit delete, you can see our timeline has just changed. The clips have just filled the space or the gap that was left in here. But if you use Control X, you just leave the space as it is, as empty as it is. So that is how you do it, guys. That is number 12. At number 13, we're going to do Control A. So Control A, let's just hit Control A. It just selects all the clips in our timeline. It's just, now the difference between the Alt Y is just that Control A selects all the clips that are in our timeline, and Alt Y just selects the clips that are after the playhead. So you can use Control A to select all the clips that are in our timeline. So you just Control All. So that is how you do it. That is number 13. At number 14, let me just deselect this for a minute. And at number 14, it comes the Control Shift A. So now let me just do Control A for a minute. Control A, and you see all our clips are selected. But what if we want to deselect all these selection? So we are going to do Control Shift A. So we're going to do Control Shift A, and right away you have deselected all the clips that we selected. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit Control A to select all the clips, and I'm going to hit Control Shift A to deselect. So that is how fast you can do stuff, guys. That is how fast you can deselect all the clips that you've selected inside Davinci Resolve. And right away, without wasting no time, I'm going to move to number 15. So number 15 comes the trim tool or the trim mode. So I'm going to hit T to make our trim mode activated. So if I want to trim this clip in here, let me just select the arrow. But if I hit T, you see our mouse just changed into a trim tool. So I can trim this end, can trim this end, can trim this end, like so. So that is how you do it, guys, by hitting just T for trim. So I'm going to, which actually you can also select it using the mouse, which is this tool here. But I'm going to select A to go back to the selection mode or the arrow mode. So right away I'm going to go to number 16, which actually is something that I have been finding a difficulty in selecting, or actually knowing inside Davinci Resolve, I never used to know how to deselect a clip, actually to delink a clip from, to link and to delink a clip from its audio, the audio and the video and the audio, to just delink, unlink those. Let me just say unlink the audio and the video. So right away I'm going to show you how you unlink this. So you can see this is one clip. So if I make a selection, let me just say, if I make this selection here, you can see the red outer border which actually covers the clip, which actually is the same thing below here. This shows you that the clips are linked. Now what I used to do, I used to right click and select link clips, and then just select, click away, and I can have this, I can move it around. That is how I used to do it, but not anymore, guys. What I do nowadays, I just have this easier way of doing stuff. Instead of just right clicking and selecting using the mouse, I just hit Ctrl Alt and L. So I'm going to do Ctrl Alt L, and right away I'm going to, you see, I can, the clips are just unlinked. And if I want to link them back together, let me just Ctrl Z. If I want to link them back together, I can just hit Ctrl Alt L again. And so I'm going to select this and this, and I'm going to hit Ctrl Alt L, and right away, guys, you see it's one unit. And if I hit Ctrl Alt L, I can move this as a separate clip. But if I hold Control, select that, and then I hit Ctrl Alt L, I'm going to link them. So that is how you link your audio to your video, and that's how you unlink your audio to your video. So right away, moving on, you're going to go to number 17, which actually this is a point that where I'm going to go under the audio. Now if I want to make a selection point in here, I'm going to hit Alt. Maybe I want to lower the audio, actually the clip volume, so I'm going to hit Alt, make a selection point, hit Alt again to make a selection point, and I'm going to remove this like lower, like so. That is how now you reduce the, and how that is how you make. So maybe if you wanted this area, the audio comes back. So if you play this, your clip in this area, the volume just goes down. So this is how you make keyframes, and that is how you can lower your audio inside the timeline. So by just hitting Alt and clicking on your mouse to make a selection point. So I'm hitting Alt, selecting, so hitting another Alt, selecting to make audio points and keyframe points. So that is how you do it at number 17. At number 18, let me just undo this for a second. And at number 18, we are going to go under the sleep tool, which actually I'm going to hit S. If I hit S, I'm going to activate the sleep tool, which actually it's this tool here. So if I use this, I can just use this to do this, sleep my clips like so, you see. So that is how you use the sleep tool. And at number 19, I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to turn on the media pool here. So let me just bring this clip in here, and right away, guys, maybe I want to select from this point in here. From this point I want to select my clip. From this is my in point, so I'm going to hit I, and maybe to this point I want the clip to just end there. I'm going to hit O. So the I and O, this is the I for in point and O for out point. so that I can just select this section in here. So that is how you use the I and O. That is at number 19. At number 20, I'm going to show you a very cool thing that I'm going to do here. You're going to use the J, K and L keys to move through the timeline. So right away, guys, I'm going to hit the J. Let me just dim the audio here for a minute. So I'm going to hit J to play the clip reverse. So I'm going to hit J. So you see our playhead is moving behind. And if I hit K, I stop the clip. And if I hit L, the clip plays forward. And that is how you do it. If you hit J, you play the clip behind. If you hit K, it stops. If you hit L, it plays. If you hit K, it stops. So J, K, L, J for playing reverse, K for stopping, L for playing the clip forward. And I'm going to show you another trick. So I'm going to hit Shift now. At number 21, I'm going to hit Shift plus J and see the magic happen. Shift plus J. So you see, you're playing the clip. If you hit Shift plus J, you're playing the clip in reverse, but at a fast reverse. So if you want to play fast reverse, you can hit Shift J. And if you want to stop, let me just play this, Shift J. And if I want to stop the clip, I just hit Shift K. And K just stops it just plays slow. Shift K plays the clip slow. Let me just say Shift K just plays the clips a much slower speed, with a much slower speed. You can see our clip in here is just moving at a slow pace, you know. Now if I hit Shift plus L, the clip plays forward at a double speed, like it's a fast forward. And I want you guys to notice something else. If I double tap J, you see the clip is playing 2 times speed. If I hit K, it stops. If I double tap J and L, sorry, if I double tap L, the clip plays forward at a double speed rate. So if I hit triple J, let me just play this. 1, 2, 3. You see, it's playing at a triple. It's just reversing at a triple speed. If I hit triple L, 1, 2, 3. You see, it's like triple forward. It's like a triple fast forward. I hope I'm not confusing you guys, but this is how you do it now. And right away, I'm going to move on to number 22. I'm going to hit Shift. I'm going to hit Alt plus Shift plus C. Now this one I'm going to use I'm going to go under the color tab, and right away in the color tab I'm going to show you something, guys. I'm going to hit Alt Shift C and see what happens. Let me just use a different clip here. So this clip, okay, let me just go back to the clip that I was using. Let me just use this clip. Okay, Control Z. So if I use this clip here, okay, let me just use this one. So this one has a little bit contrast and all that stuff. So if I go hit Alt Shift C, you see what happens? Auto color. This is the auto color. This is how you can auto correct your clips, you know, very fast without adjusting anything. You just hit Shift, you just hit Alt Shift and C. And you can also hit Alt Shift and C, reset the node, Alt Shift C, auto color correct. And that is how you do it, guys. Let me just reset this, and let me go back to the edit tab so that we can move on to the next. And at number 22, I'm going to use something that you guys know already, let me just say, if I want to place a marker in here, I'm going to press just M for marker, and you see on top here we have the name of our marker and the time code here. So that is how you place a marker, and you can see here there is a marker here. But what if I want to like remove the marker? So at number 24 we have our next shortcut key, which actually we're going to use Alt M. We just hit Alt plus M, and right away guys we have no marker. So M for marker, Alt M to remove the marker, M for marker, Alt M to remove the marker, to delete the marker or just remove the marker. So right away I'm going to move forward to number 25, which actually I'm going to use. This is the simplest trick, which actually you guys know it already. I'm going to hit Control S to save, Control S for saving, Control S to save, Control S to save. And right away guys I'm going to move to number 26, which actually this is something I don't know if you guys know it already. I'm going to hit Control E to export. This is now we are going to export our files. We are going to export our project files. This is how you export your project files. So now you're going to export your files into DRP, which actually this DRP stands for Davinci Resolve project files. So you just go ahead and hit save, and right away you see it tells me I have another project because I had to pre-save this before I showed you guys this method. So you can just hit yes, and right away guys you just save your project files in your documents or wherever file, whatever place where you want to save your DRPs from. So moving on, I'm going to go to number 27, which actually this is something you guys will love a lot, especially if you guys you're moving from Adobe or Final Cut into Davinci and you don't know how to use all these shortcut keys, and you want to customize your keyboard. So you're going to hit Control Alt K. So I'm going to hit Control Alt and K, and right away guys you can see keyboard customization setup just comes up. So if you go under here, you can see there's this here. I'm using actually the Davinci keyboard, but if I want to change my keyboard to go back to the Final Cut, you can just select the Final Cut. I can just go to the Avid Media Composer or Adobe Premiere Pro. Sorry. So if I was using Adobe Premiere Pro keyboard before, so this is the settings. I'm just going to toggle the settings in here, and I'm just going to hit save, and this is the save button below here, and this is the keyboard that I'm going to be using. But right now I'm using Davinci. I'm really enjoying the keyboard, and I'm more into the Davinci keyboard, so I'm going to just go back to the Davinci and I'm going to hit save. And that is how guys and I'm going to hit close also. That is how now you change your keyboard settings. And if you want to customize your keyboard, if you want to change a little bit of how you want to use your keyboard, if you want to do some changes, you can just do them by hitting Control and Alt and K. So that is how you do it if you want to customize your keyboard. Right away I'm going to move on to number 27, and I'm going to use something. This is something you guys, I don't know if you've been using this, and if I don't know where you're going to use this stuff, but this is a very, like, I don't know why Davinci included it into their software, but I don't know, maybe it's useful. So if you want to quit Davinci, I'm going to hit Control Q, Control Quit, and right away guys we are off Davinci. I've just shut down my Davinci Resolve, so I'm going to like restart it again so that I can show you the next. I think you guys, I could have shown you that that should be the last. I think that should be the number 30 keyboard shortcut if I wanted to, but I'm going to show you another keyboard shortcut. Let me just wait for Davinci to reload. So I've really enjoyed my time using Davinci. So coming from I'm a guy who's coming from Adobe, so I'm really enjoying Davinci and all the tricks. Now guys, moving on to the next tip, which actually is number 29. Before we get done in our clip. So right away guys, I'm going to show you the next trick here. So I have this clip here, and notice guys, this is MVI 5787 clip, MOV, so the file name matters, and I want to find this clip inside my media pool. So what if I want to find my clip inside my media pool and I don't know where to find it, or I don't know which clip is this? I just can, like this one, it's not even renamed. I'm going to hit Alt F. Let me just say Alt F, Alt F, and right away guys, I want you to check the clip that is selected, and you can see this clip has a red border, which actually is MVI 5787, which actually this is the same clip as this one. So right away we didn't even have our media pool on, we didn't even have our media pool selected, but once I hit that control Alt, sorry guys, I keep on forgetting, once I hit Alt F, it just took me straight into the media pool. So what if I have a clip like this one? Let me just close the media pool, right? I have a clip like this, I can't even see the name of the clip, so I select the clip and I hit Alt F. I select the clip, hit Alt F, and right away guys, I don't even see the name of the clip here, but Davinci just took me, this is 5787. Let me just zoom in here so that we can cross check to see if it's 5787. You see 5787, 5787. This is how you do this is how now you can find your clips inside the media pool without even from your timeline, guys. This is how cool Davinci Resolve is. And lastly but not least, I'm going to go under number 30, which actually this is something I use a lot. This is something we call the snapping tool, which actually is this thing here. So I'm going to deselect it. It really helps you when you're editing clips which actually you need to take them to the end. So if I wanted to move this clip here, and maybe I want it to end to this playhead, I just hit N, and right away, boom, you can see here the magnet is connected here. I don't know why it's like a magnet thing, so it snaps, like you see, it snaps to the end of the clip, or can snap to the end of the clip, can snap to the playhead, and I can just hit N again to uncheck that. N to check that. Watch here guys, N, and I've unchecked N, hit N again to check that, N, uncheck the snapping tool. And that is it for today guys. If you like what you're seeing, if you like what you are doing, if you like what I'm doing, if you like my tutorials, even if you don't like, just give me a thumbs up and just subscribe to my channel, and we grow together as a YouTube channel guys. And that is it for today. See you next time. Victor Brian out guys, and I hope this helped you, and see you next time.